We are the American Indians. Copper color Indians, baby. A real Indian, American Indian is me, not from Africa. Remember that.
White people are scared to death right now, particularly white males. They're scared to death that they are going to lose their power in the future. And they are. But if you want to get ready for the future, if you want to be treated well in the future, treat others well in the present. Victor Hugh.
African Americans here, but they recently moved here from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. But now the brother whose family's lived in this country for generations, occupying space in all the locations, New York, Miami, LA, Detroit, Chicago, even if he's wearing a dashiki and sporting an afro. And if you go to Africa in search of your race, you'll find out quick you're not an African American. You're just a black American in Africa taking up space.
All right, you two cutie pies. Let's see. What? Okay, you just told me that you ladies are sisters.
Yes.
You're the baby over here on the left that was bullying your big sister in the pink.
Yes, that's right.
Anyway, what's your name?
Willa.
Willa and
Ellen.
Ellen. Now, tell me what you know about people my color, brown-skinned, who were
Indigenous people.
To where? To what land?
To America.
All right now.
States.
And you know that as a little girls, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right. I just want to thank you both. Where did you say the Indians were from? Where you were?
We have Abenaki up in Vermont.
Up in okay,
And we have the Penobscot in Maine and the Mashantucket.
Mashantucket. Yeah. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, I want to thank you for that. You know, it's just good to know. Because I was born in the 60s.
We were
yeah, they know. Yeah, we were taught that. You said everyone should know?
Yes.
All right, ladies.
Yes.
You girls, you're two good girls, and you got to stop bullying your your big sister. Okay. Have a good day. I have got to get this. And now you said you're a veteran?
Yes.
And what have you learned about the indigenous Indians of this land that's my color, copper color?
It's world history and U.S. history.
Uh-huh.
So, and then the people of color were from the northeast part of the world here in New England area, in Buffalo area. So
awesome.
And that's pretty much.
Yeah, my family's Cherokee, and we did. Some of us went on the Trail of Tears when they came in, and the war was over.
Yeah.
Some of us went to Oklahoma. Yeah. Some of us went to Oklahoma, and the rest of us that didn't want to go remained because we all fought in the war together.
Right.
With the British. Do you remember that?
Yes.
When did you learn that? In school as a little boy?
Yeah, young man from high school.
Wow. Amazing. Well, thank you for serving our country, sir. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
And we are not Africans. We are not African. Are you an African, baby? I'm not no African. Nigga, you a lying motherfucker. You nigga talking about we African. You African, nigga. I ain't African.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day. And when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turning to morning dew. Then you let's face it, baby, you know all the places. My place is your place, my place, your place, my place. Just face it, no one knows my places like you
How's everybody doing? Oh, Sookie. Oh, we gonna get it in today. Oh, peace, Big Dog, Billy OG, Enoch, Jamel Thomas, Phyllis Brown. What's how y'all doing? We gonna get it in today. Yeah, y'all. Y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all know. Smash that like button. Oh, the Pan-Booboos. They just gonna be so mad. Hey, look, you gotta get mad. Don't get mad at me. You gotta get mad at the man who denounced your damn story. Because your story, if the doctrine of discovery is denounced by the very people that you claim to give power to these United Snakes of America, then your story is dead. It's double dead. If the doctrine of discovery is denounced, then you don't have a Pan-Booboos story. You don't. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why. Seriously. If the little fake Christopher Columbus story is denounced, then you don't have a Pan-Booboos story. You literally don't. You Pan-Booboos are fried. Y'all don't even have a reason to be in YouTube no more. You might as well put your little DNA test and jump camp. For real. Because homeboy done denounced y'all. You got to go. It's a wrap. Facts. Smash that like button, y'all. Because we about to get it in. Oh, Miss Sealy, we about to get it in. We got to. We got to break it down. We got to break it down. Hey. We're going to break it down. Hey, Jan Renee. How y'all doing? We're going to break it down. I had me a nice little power nap. So I think I could do this. I have enough strength. And before I end today's segment, tomorrow night, I do have the document ready for you that was promised. I know I was supposed to do it yesterday and finish it, but I have to cross all my I's and dot my T's and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to give you the link to come into Zoom so we can go over 2 things that you need to do. Minor things. You can do it. It's very simple. It's simple. So the link will be in, I'm going to come live on YouTube and put the link in the chat that's going to direct you to the Zoom meeting. Okay? So if you're already on my website, your name and address, your name and email address, I'm going to direct you to my site so you could put your name and email address, because I'm sending out a 1 email to all the people on our distribution list to come into the Zoom tomorrow night. Okay? So let's get it in with the Doctrine of Discovery. We have 36 people up in this piece, and we about to get it in. I'm not waiting any longer. But if y'all could please press the like button and share. You just hit the share button and share it on your other platforms. Hey, Right Woody, how you doing? Agacon, salute. We just gonna get right on to it. I'm not waiting any longer. It is what it is. They just have to catch the replay. All right, let's go. Go here from the beginning. So, here we go. The fake history of America exposed. Bottom line, exposed. Let me stop the share screen just for 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to cut my camera off. All right, here we go. Back to the Pan-Booboos story. Pan-Booboos. They're finished. So, the fake history of the America exposed. Okay? Metacom Doom, salute. I see y'all out there. I got my cell phone ready. Marvin Barr. Hey now. All right, so we know that it's a fake story about the Christopher Columbus shit and all that bullshit. Okay? Let's go. On March 30th, 2023, the Catholic Church, by way of a Vatican press release, officially repudiated the doctrine of discovery. Pope Francis renounced the 550-year-old doctrine of discovery, which granted European nations the right to claim the new lands they discovered on behalf of Christendom. Basically, in a nutshell, he's saying that's some bullshit. So, if that's the case, if that's some bullshit, he's renounced. It's a wrap. He's saying, nope. Let's go, y'all. And I pulled this and I went to the I pulled this from this gentleman right here. Because he's the news reporter and he wrote about it. So let's just read it because I didn't want to pull the whole thing. But we're gonna see some funny shit. The shit we see, all you gotta do is have common sense. The Vatican has responded to indigenous demands and formally repudiated the doctrine of discovery. The theories, okay? Theories, keyword, backed by 15th century, that's in the 1400s, Papa Bulls that legitimized the colonial era seizure of native lands and form the basis of some property laws today. Yo, are you listening? You need to listen. Now, I took you this week for a reason. I took you through the Mashantucket Pequot. All right? Our seizures, listen, our seizures didn't happen in the 1800s. You got to understand that. You got to. That shit happened in the 1400s, in the 15th century. That's when the seizure of our lands happened. Understand this, y'all. Again, I'm going to read it. The theories. Okay, theories. Just a theory. Backed. They backed a lot of theories. By 15th century, Papa Bulls. They were some fucking bullies that legitimized the colonial era seizure of native lands and formed the basis of some property laws today. Our shit was seized back then, not in the 1800s. Nope, do not get what I don't want you to do, my family, is don't get the Reconstruction era and Indian Removal Act era mixed up with this. Please don't. Because like I told you, our shit was invaded way before. This right here is telling you who was enslaved. The Indians. We were enslaved back then. This clearly tells you. A Vatican statement said the papal bulls or decrees did not adequately reflect the equal dignity and rights of indigenous peoples and have never been considered expressions of the Catholic faith. Are you listening? These son of a bops did what the hell they wanted on their own. I'm telling you, y'all got to listen what this man is saying. People will drop the truth before they leave this earth. A Vatican statement said the papal bulls or decrees did not adequately reflect the equal dignity and rights of indigenous people and have never been considered expressions of the Catholic faith. The statement from the Vatican's development and education offices reportedly marked a historic recognition of the Vatican's own complicity and colonial era abuses committed by European powers. European powers, goddammit. It was issued under history's first Latin American pontiff, exactly 1 year after Pope Francis met at the Vatican with indigenous leaders from Canada who raised the issue. Thanks to dialogue with indigenous peoples, the church has acquired a greater awareness of their sufferings, past and present, due to the expropriation of their lands, as well as the policies of forced assimilation promoted by the governmental authorities of the time, intended to eliminate their indigenous cultures, according to a joint statement issued by the Dicastery for Culture and Education and the Dicastery for Promoting Integral Human Development. The document states that the Doctrine of Discovery, a theory that served to justify the expropriation by sovereign colonizers of indigenous lands from their rightful owners, is not a part of the teaching of the Catholic Church. Fire, please. The document states that the Doctrine of Discovery, a theory that served to justify the expropriation by sovereign colonizers of indigenous lands from their rightful owners, is not a part of the teaching of the Catholic Church. Basically saying, back that ass up. That's what he's saying. I'm putting it in a language for Pookie and Ray Ray to understand. It further affirms that the papal bulls that granted such rights to colonizing sovereigns have never been a part of the church's magisterium. NPR noted that the doctrine was laid out in a series of papal bulls or decrees. The first one was issued in 1452. So understand, the decree, they did this shit, and the church is saying, look, we ain't tell these motherfuckers to do this. I'm saying it in my Indian language. And we're denouncing it. They authorized, okay? They authorized colonial powers such as Spain and Portugal to seize lands and subjugate people in Africa and the New World. All right? That's two different places. They did it in Africa and here. Now, that's two separate places, goddammit. Because we know that they colonized Africa. But they did this shit in two places. So they did it in Africa and here. And they say nothing about, oh, they brought the Africans in the New World and did not. Nope. That is very clear. I know how to read and comprehend, god damn it. They seized lands in Africa and over here. As long as people on the lands were not Christians. Yo. The outlet further noted that scholars, these mother you know what, widely note three bulls. Pope Nicholas V's dumb diverses. I didn't put that in there, they did. In 1452. This is 15th century, y'all. And Romanus Pontifex, 1455. And Pope Alexander VI enter Cateria in 1493. Yo, I'm telling you, when our lands were seized, they were seized the same fucking time as Foxwoods lands. Y'all got to understand this shit. Back in the 19th century, that's the 1800s. Yo, listen. Because this is 19th century, and that's the 1800s. Back in the 1800s, it was used as a precedent, which gave people a sense of title to land that had not been owned with an official title indeed. The Reverend David McCollum, executive director of the program for discerning leadership based in Rome, told NPR, yo, they're telling the fucking truth. People have to step back. This is what the Pope is telling y'all, Pan-Booboos. Step your ass back. So what began as a religious decree in the 1400s, which is the 1300s, no, the 1400s, what began as a religious decree in the 1400s then became the basis for a legal concept in the U.S. when the Doctrine of Discovery was invoked in an 1823. Yo, this is in near Indian Removal Act, y'all. Listen. U.S. Supreme Court ruling that indigenous people, this is why you see the nigger as the slave, the Negro as the slave. Listen. This is why you always sing the Negro, the Aboriginal as the slave, only head of households and shit. Listen, this is why. So what began as a religious decree in the 1400s then became the basis for a legal concept in the U.S. when the Doctrine of Discovery was invoked in an 1823 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that indigenous people, that's Negroes, damn it, had only rights of occupancy, not ownership, over lands they had long lived on. The land then was open for the taking. Yo, throw up some goddamn fire. This is the Pope talking. Their God. Their God is talking. The Pope, he's telling this truth in the end. That's the Pope. Can't get no higher than that, white people that are Europeans. Yo, I'm not entertaining. No more robs. No more not a coincidence. All this Pan-Booboos shit ceases today. That's the end of it. You got to understand, like I've been telling y'all. And I know my boy Holiday and them was saying, nah, Sister Bethy, nah, them dogs rose, Sister Bethy. I'm like, no, Chief. Something happened. There was an invasion. They took all our shit because they had to. That's the seizure right there. Because I'm like, I like, Chief, how the hell they got all our ancestors' names on a big ass, on a 640-page rolls? That's seizure. And they went in, claimed us to be us, and took over our shit. That's what the document is telling you. So now, understand this. This takeover didn't happen in 1800s. This shit happened way back. We was enslaved way back in the 15th century, the same time as all the other tribes around these North American landmass, y'all. And you heard Butler say, yo, they took my family over to Bermuda. I'm kind of mad. I didn't get to go to Bermuda, but that's what they did. And I still have family there. They did this to all across here by that decree, which they need to be in trouble for that, this corporation. Because they try to make it seem like that order came from out of Rome. No, he's telling you, I'm denouncing that. Now, at the time, maybe it was some niggas sitting in the Pope's office. But that white boy, Pope Francis, came and said, you see what he said? He said, oh, no, the fuck you don't. He said, oh, no, I'm speaking Indian language. He said, no. I'm denouncing that some bullshit. Bullshit. The nerve of them. On lands we've lived on forever. Now, guess what? You're going to occupy your land. How the fuck you going to come over here and tell foreigners? You're going to tell the Aboriginals, you're now an occupier of your land. That's seizure of land. It don't get no more clearer than that. And look, he just denounced this shit. The truth have to come out. So when I tell you, these Pan-Booboos can go around and try and grab the souls of our people with that bullshit Kuta Kinte story. But look, us being in YouTube, me, Dane, Chief Holiday, Lieberson, nonetheless, A1, Ab Power, Ab TV, our shit is hitting the Vatican. You see it. Fire, please. Lawsuits. Sending your declarations to your senators, all that shit. It done hit the Vatican. Bruh man came out and said, yo, I'm denouncing this bullshit. This shit. Shit. Yo, I should be up in the Jamaican club right now. Dirty wine. Hey, dirty wine. Dirty wine, dirty wine, dirty wine. You can't get no clearer than that. This message came from the highest European in the world. They came here and did the bullshit they wanted to do to the Indian. But the Pope didn't order that. You can't get this shit. I'm going to tell you how poor these motherfuckers are. That bullshit. So now, when you see the other day when I read to you about the story about the freedmen, okay, you understand? They're, listen, they're freedmen because they're freed from way back then. Now do you get it? That's why you see freedmen. And the Freedmen Bureau was created because they know they fucked up. The freedmen wasn't a result of being enslaved in the 1800s. This shit happened to our ancestors way back in the 15th century, the 1400s. So when they became freedmen as a result of that shit, the seizure of the lands. Give me fire if you understand that. That fucks up the Kunta Kinte story and everything. They have tried, they had to do something to fuck our minds up. And our people was in on this bullshit. They had to insert a Kunta Kinte story, to Jesse Jackson's, all this shit. They gonna learn. Cause see, that's put out. But listen, all niggas ain't illiterate and can read. You got to remember this shit. When you sit under them for 37 years of your life, processing their paperwork and listening and observing them and watching them, that's a lifetime. I don't know if any of y'all know, but 38 years, goddamn, we in a new year. I'm 38 years in government. And when you sit, you watch their behaviors, you watch how they move. You're a fucking weapon. And that could be a good thing and a bad thing. I know your language and you know mine. I see what you did. And y'all Pan-Africans keep trying to insert y'all bullshit. It's all over. You've been dropped. Made us. It's telling you right there what they did. Let's go back for a little bit, y'all. I know this hurts. I know this bothers you. You motherfuckers could say what you want to say about me in the YouTube world, about my lecturing, about my teaching, about me. But let me tell you something. I'll take that because guess what? It hurts and I'm cool with it. It hurts, but I got thick skin. I expect to hear that kind of rhetoric from a man that looks like me. I expect people from my community to shoot me down as a woman, and I should stay in my place and not say nothing. I expect that type of rhetoric, hearing it from my brothers in YouTube. I expect them to tell me I don't really know shit, or I don't really know this and know that. But motherfucker, you should be breaking down the Doctrine of Discovery. That kills out a lot of shit that y'all motherfuckers is trying to promote. It stops here today. I'm getting burnt out for motherfuckers not moving. I'm sorry. I'm moving differently today. You're not going to burn me out. You're not going to burn me out from not being able to be an active chief for my tribe. Shit stops here today. I'm still offering my service. Either you come and you want to be real with your fucking self or you don't. I'm not looking for no power. I have a tribe. And I love my tribe members. Okay? I'm not looking for no power. And this is the shit in YouTube. It's some fucking bullshit. Real bullshit. If you're gonna do something, fucking do it. Just do it and shut the fuck up. I need a little break so we can come. I can come back to you. I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest because I'm tired of the bullshit. Shit flies over motherfuckers' head. And you know what? That right there shouldn't fly over nobody's head, especially the breakdown. I'm going to re-go over that again. So when the people watch this segment, they really get to see it. And I'm put the link in the chat to the whole goddamn article. Then we're going to look at the funny shit on what they had to conjure up to hide our history, true history, as the first people, what they did to the Aborigines of this North American landmass. They did this to us. And I'm tired of telling you that. I'm never going to get tired of telling you this. I'm getting tired of y'all Pan-Booboos coming in with some fake ass stories. Jabari, that other Jamaican dude, I forget his fucking name. Y'all need to stop that bullshit. This shit is real and it's very serious. For real. I'm going to take a little break, give you a little music. I'm going to come back and revisit. But this Pope said is very serious. This is serious. Yeah, Garfield.
Baby, don't stop. Got the key to the lock. We in our own zone. Make yourself at home. Get to know mine on the inside. You can meet at yours next time. And you feel it fresh and lose control. You don't wanna go slow. For sure, we both already know your place is my place. Now my place is your place. Let's face it, baby. You know all the places. My place is your place. Your place is my place. Just face it. No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do. My place like you do. Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day. And when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turn to morning dew. Then you feel it fresh and
All right, y'all.
lose control. You don't wanna go slow. For sure, we both already know your place is my place.
Is the music too loud?
Place is your place. Let's face
Let me know in the chat.
baby, you know all the places. My place is your place. My place. Your place is my place. Just face it. No one knows my places like you do.
Okay, good. All right. So
Places like
let's go over this again. Because we need to. Y'all gonna be checkmate. Yo, throw some checkmates in the chat room, y'all. Fuck that. Throw some checkmates in the chat room. Check. You have been checked, Pan-Booboos. All right, here we go. I'm telling you. And it don't get no. Listen. All right, here we go. Again, because Negroes and Pan-Booboos need to be checked. Y'all got to come up with another story. Matter of fact, you Pan-Booboos need to come and apologize to your brother. And this is what really should wake you up, you Negroes here from America, claiming to be of descendants of African slaves. You need to now put your little 23andMe DNA test aside. Take that shit and throw it in the nearest river and say, all right, let me come back with better eyes. Here we go. The Vatican has responded to indigenous demands and formally repudiated the Doctrine of Discovery. The theories that were backed by 15th century Papal bulls that legitimized the colonial era seizure of native lands and form the basis of some property laws today. Seizure, colonial era. That's when our ancestors officially lost their lands. Okay, they took over our shit. It was the colonial era seizure. They did this. This is when they really became, as a result of being called freedmen, is because in the colonial era, back in the 15th century, the 1400s, that's when they started taking the lands and took over our shit. Ran up in our damn tribes, took all our paperwork and shit, running our shit. You need to understand this for what it is. The seizure of native lands and form the basis of some property laws today. That's how you got your property laws today. They took over power of our shit way back then. They tried to erase like the story of the Indians were enslaved and put in a story of the Africans were enslaved. Nah, they did that shit because they're dark. The Aboriginals are dark. And then it's just funny how they said, "Oh, the Indians were enslaved." Oh yeah. We also brought over all these millions of slaves from Africa, which is some fucking bullshit. You can't cover up the fact of when our lands got seized. Listen, they put all these stories in this shit. This Vatican is denouncing all that bullshit that they're saying. A Vatican statement said the papal bulls or decrees did not adequately reflect the equal dignity and rights of indigenous people and have never been considered expressions of the Catholic Church. Basically saying, I didn't give them motherfuckers power to do the shit they did. For all they know, they did this shit on their own. We ain't know. We thought it's all about telling one story and another story being fed. The statement from the Vatican's development and education offices reportedly marked a historic recognition of the Vatican's own complicity and colonial era abuses committed by European powers. Do you understand that? That right there is telling you it's a crime. It's a crime scene. We're on the crime scene, Alabama. This is a crime scene. It was issued under history's first Latin American pontiff, exactly 1 year after Pope Francis met at the Vatican with indigenous leaders from Canada who raised the issue. You want to be monkey African man? Go right ahead. I give you permission. Thanks to dialogue with indigenous peoples, the church has acquired a greater awareness of their sufferings. Oh, see? Because somebody needs to get to the Vatican and tell them this shit. Because now they got a greater awareness of our sufferings. Wow. From the 14th, you're just now understanding what the fuck happened to us as Indians, as Aboriginals of this land. Past, present. Wow. The church has, thanks to the dialogue with indigenous people, the church has acquired a greater awareness of their sufferings, past and present, due to the expropriation of their lands, as well as the policies of forced assimilation. Put us all in the motherfucking hoods and everything. Promoted by the governmental authorities of the time, intended to eliminate their indigenous cultures. According to a joint statement issued by the Dicastery for Cultural and Education and the Dicastery for Promoting Integral Human Development. The document states that the Doctrine of Discovery, a theory that served to justify the expropriation by sovereign colonizers of indigenous lands from their rightful owners, is not, I repeat, is not a part of the teaching of the Catholic Church. It further affirms that the papal bulls that granted such rights to colonizing sovereigns have never been part of the church's magisterium. NPR noted that the doctrine was laid out in a series of papal bulls or decrees. The first one was issued, here we go, in 1452, goddammit. They authorized, these motherfuckers back then authorized colonial powers such as Spain and Portugal to seize lands and subjugate people in Africa and the New World. We're the New World here in the Americas, North America. After they did this shit in Africa too. That ain't got shit to do with them bringing them over here. They did it over there and here. This is the new motherfucking world. As long as people on the lands were not Christians. This is the shit they did. The outlet further noted that scholars widely note 3 bulls behind this shit. Pope Nicholas V's Dum Diversus, 1452. And Romanus Pontifex, 1455. And Pope Alexander VI Inter Caetera in 1493. Back in the 19th century, which is the 1800s, yo, listen, it was used as a precedent which gave people a sense of title to land that had not been owned with an official title indeed. Yo, do you hear? See, what they did, they used what was so-called ordered by them back in 1452. They waited in the fucking 1800s, which is the 19th century. They used that order as a precedent, which gave people a sense of title to land that had not been owned in an official title. Indeed, the Reverend David McCollum, executive director of the program for discerning leadership based in Rome, told NPR that they told this shit to them. So what began as a religious decree in the 1400s then became the basis for a legal concept in the U.S. when the Doctrine of Discovery was invoked in an 1823 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that indigenous people had only rights of occupancy, not ownership, over lands they had long lived on. The land then was open for taking. That's what the fuck they did to our ancestors. This is why in 1800s you see the freedmen being freed from this shit, but they're not gonna tell you that. Goddamn courts had to come right. As a result of this being written into the American property law, it was actually considered a precedent, McCollum said, including citations as recent as a 2005 case in upstate New York involving the Oneida Indian Nation. Invoking the Christian mandate to respect the dignity of every man being, the Vatican said on Thursday, the Catholic Church therefore repudiates those concepts that fail to recognize the inherent human rights of indigenous people, including what has become known as the legal and political doctrine of discovery. I know there's a lot of other news clogging the airwaves right now, but this action by Pope Francis and the Vatican is by far the most important that is happening in the world right now. You better believe it, because we in these YouTube communities, we ain't fucking playing. We getting this message out. Environmental justice pioneer, civil rights, and racial justice advocate Vernice Miller Travis wrote on Twitter. Few things have done more damage to the world over the Papa Doctrine of Discovery. Let me tell you something. This is a fucking 1625 map of all the land, all of the tribes in the state of Connecticut. This was you. When you see old maps like this with those tribes, that's you. That's our ancestors. That's our ancestors. Ain't got shit to do with coming over here from no goddamn Africa. Y'all better wake up. I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna keep. Listen. I'm not gonna keep going there. If that's not enough for you to throw them fucking DNA tests down, then y'all niggas is cat. Y'all agents. Seriously. You still running around yelling at people and screaming at people, telling them to take the DNA test, prove you the Indian. We the Indian. The Pope's telling you who the fuck the Indian is. We couldn't get lands back then. We was enslaved Indians. We could only occupy them. We was head of households, owned some land. Man. We got to wake up. At least, you know what? I'm just not going to run around and chase people to come and believe the truth. At this point, we really have to just move with who's willing to move, who's willing to change their life and correct their status. That's how we got to move now. Debating, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. With that type of information, we don't have time to debate. The Pope made the statement. That's their highest man in the world. You should no longer have time. That's the highest man in the world of the European nations. I'm glad he came clean. To me, right now, you should be correcting your status. Now let's, they really burned our records. They didn't burn them shits. You better believe they didn't burn them shits. You better believe they didn't burn our records. That's some fucking bullshit. I say that because, y'all, you can't make this shit up. Let me see. Now, here we go. Fuck, you gonna burn our records, right? But you got the motherfucking, this shit is funny. You got the passengers that came on the Mayflower. Yo. You got the passengers. Let me blow this up. Y'all, get your motherfucking laugh on. Get your laugh on, please. Let me blow this up. You got the passengers, the list of the passengers that came on the motherfucking Mayflower. The names of those which came over first. My year, 1620. Yo, I'm fucking done. They got the list. This is the list of the passengers on the motherfucking Mayflower, y'all. I'm done. Yo. Yo. Fire, please. Let me see something. Here it is. I just can't. It's handwritten. You got records from the Mayflower, right? But you don't, but the only records you really fucking come up with is 20 niggas going to Virginia from Africa. Yo, y'all gonna stop this shit with Spanish last names. I'm done. I'm fucking done. And you said they came from Africa. I'm done. You can't make this shit up. You got this. I can't. Hold up, y'all. Let me stop this for a minute and do another share, because that's the handwritten version. It's official, and it's saying that this is the official document of the Mayflower people. Yo, I'm laughing my motherfucking ass off. I can't help it. The shit is hilarious. The shit is hilarious. For real. Now you see the Mayflower list. Here it is right here. This is funny. There's a little Mayflower. And here's the passengers, y'all. Don't laugh, y'all. Nope, you ain't got to get your laugh on. Yo, here's the passengers. The following Mayflower passengers list is organized by surname and include the person's age at departure, if known. Heads of each family group are labeled either as separatists, non-separatists, servant, or ship crew. Those with an asterisk by their name are passengers who died at sea. The relationship to the head of household is also indicated. You can view an original Mayflower passenger list here, and I showed it to you. I just showed you the original list, but here's the list. I'm typing it up. Yo, Mayflower. Come on now. You can't make this shit up. When I research, I research. That's what the fuck I do. I'm speaking Indian language. Excuse my language, but I'm not going to take too many shots. I'm serious. Nobody have enough respect to come and embrace with me, and I embrace with every fucking body. I don't care who got a YouTube channel. If it's interesting, I'm sitting in there. I'm going to listen. I'm going to participate in the show. If I find that I should, I do it. I support channels financially to the best of my ability. And if I don't get the same love, it ain't nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. I think I show enough respect to lecturers in the YouTube community. I don't want no anger. I don't want no fighting. None of that. I'm so at peace right now. I support everybody. It seems like the only time people want to jump on somebody's panel is when there's an argument and fight. I don't like that kind of. It's okay to watch funny debates and arguments sometime, but damn, what something, you gotta go with shit that's gonna make a difference in your life. And listening to a segment that strictly says, nigga, I'm gonna come and step up and kill your motherfucking ass, that should not be of interest to you. We talking real shit. We're talking about a top icon in the United States to the Europeans who came out and denounced this shit, yo. Which is good, because in their Bible, that's their Bible. That's the Christian thing to do, to tell the truth. And he just did. So y'all niggas better put the DNA test down. Get this man some damn respect. For real. So now we see the Mayflower list, which is fucking hilarious. Y'all with me? Smash the like button, y'all, please. Please smash the like button. Let's see, what do we have next? I do have something next in the slide. I want to get to where we are. And that Pope just killed every fucking thing. He did. They got so many stories. The first Africans to reach the colonies that England was struggling to establish were a group of some 20 enslaved people who arrived at Point Comfort, Virginia, near Jamestown. Now 20. In August 1619, brought by British privateers who had seized them from a captured Portuguese slave ship. Yo, they need to stop this bullshit. See, these stories, we got to get these out our kids' head. Then they say, in late August 1619, the White Lion, an English privateer commanded by John Jope, sailed into Point Comfort and dropped anchor in the James River. Virginia colonist John Rolfe documented the arrival of the ship and 20-odd Africans on board. I'm fucking done. So y'all bought 20. This shit is hilarious. They was trying to do every fucking thing they can to keep that Negro, wipe him out. They made a story up, gave a whole story of the actual people whose lands they seized, the Negroes. It is believed the first it is believed. Now it is believed. Oh, who believed this shit? The Pan-Booboos? It is believed the first Africans brought to the colony of Virginia 400 years ago this month were now you got a fucking name. Were Kimbunda speaking people from the kingdom of Ndongo, located in part present-day Angola. Slave traders forced the captives to march several hundred miles to the coast to board the San Juan Bautista, one of the least 36 transatlantic Portuguese and Spanish slave ships. Now you force these people to march, these captured people. Just like, you got a story here too. You force some fucking Indians to walk millions of miles in the Indian Removal Act. Yo, y'all, we have to take over our history. This is why. Look at this shit. This shit is just like fucking hilarious. How about this just happened in America and not Africa at fucking all? Thank y'all so much for the cash apps. I appreciate it, y'all. I truly do. I truly do. Thank you. How about, yo, let me see something. I got to get back to where y'all at. Yo, if we know all this fucking shit is lies, how about this story, this shit just happened here, and they just put Africa there as I mean, come on. Even the Pope is denouncing this bullshit story. How about there was just no fucking African slave trade, just the shit happened here, and that's it, final. How about that? Which I really believe that's what happened. That's the fucking truth. That it just happened here. The seizure of the fucking lands. This is the land you have seized from the brown people who you swear to look like Africans. And you just called them Africans because they weren't light-skinned. You seized all their fucking lands. Shit didn't happen over there in no fucking Africa. Them African boys would have whooped y'all little asses. With some fucking elephant and Tyrannosaurus X teeth. They would have been stabbing y'all asses up over in Africa. How about this whole shit just happened over here? They came over here and seized us. And then they said, okay, they're African. Yep, that's pretty much it. Our shit was seized in the 1500s, yo. And in 1800s, they finally fucking freed them and called them the freedmen. Who was enslaved the whole time. This is what you got to understand. This is the story. Y'all got to pull that African Kunta Kinte shit out. We were seized back in the 1400s. This is what you got to understand. The Indians that were enslaved, that was us. That was us. You don't get these fucking Indians and then tell me I'm not a motherfucking Indian. Oh no, you're not gonna go there. You're not gonna get these and yep, they're Indians. That's because they're smart and know what the fuck to do. But we keep stupidly niggas, we descendants from the South, acting so fucking stupid when we can get our shit back. But we don't want to cooperate. You want a coochie. You want to let a coochie get in the way. So what? I got a damn coochie. I'm trying to help your ass. Let go of that King James lifestyle shit where the women should stay quiet and sit behind. Bitch, I'm bringing you treasure. And you don't want it. So you don't want it, just stay the fuck away from me. I'm going to work with who I need to work with and help who wants to be helped. It's hands down now. I'm fucking tired. You need to learn that they took your brown ass, your fine brown ass out of power and put your bitch in power. That would be me, sir. Hello. I'm here to help you, Pookie and Ray Ray. Not trying to be the power over you. Your ignorance is fucked up. I don't live a Southern lifestyle from back in the fucking King James days. You either want the fucking help or you don't. I'm sorry that I'm a harsh and hard speaking sister, but like I keep telling y'all, that's the way my father made me. My father been sitting me on his fucking lap since I was 2 years old, preaching to me, telling me, don't trust nobody. Don't trust your mother. Don't trust a fucking soul. You be the warrior. You're tough. If a guy come to you, kick him in his fucking balls. Am I lying? I would like my sister to confirm that that's the truth. Right now, today, my mother and I don't really have a great relationship because my father made me this warrior-ass little bitch. And I'm sorry. I can't get it out my blood. He was a warrior. He told me, don't trust your mother. Never trust her. She's crazy. Am I lying, Bunny? And I'm trying to. But like I said, all Pookie and Ray Ray is going to listen to us when we go in the hood. And you stand on what this Pope said. For sure. Because my sister now, she was there. And I'm not going to change. I'm too old to fucking change. I'm not changing. I'm settled in my ways. And this is the way it is. Yes, I do look like I'm in my motherfucking 40s. But guess what? I'm not. So don't pull up on me with no bullshit. Because I'm in my 50s. But I ain't no old fucking fart. I'm trying to help you. Y'all bitches that want to play with those DNA tests, go ahead. Lex, don't ever come to my channel again. Seriously. You got issues? Go and contact the Pope. White people are now going, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to your stupid ass now. Because once the Pope sends out his message, all white Europeans, the majority of them, they have an ear and they listen. He done put the word out there. So now you Pan-Africans and you fucking stupid ass other people trying to be some shit you not. Now I'm going to tell you because I've been next to them like a sister with white men and white women for damn near 40 years straight, getting up every fucking morning for the last 38 years. That's who my family has been in government. So now I'm telling you because I know them so well. I know a lot of white people than I do my own fucking family because we work together. We were a working family. So now let me tell you, since I fucking know them, y'all niggas that's running around, these Pan-Booboos, I'm going to tell you what's going to be for all of you. Effective today, because I gave this message out. White people are now going to laugh at your ass. Trying to tell your fucking Kunta Kinte stories. They are now, and they have my permission to laugh at y'all fucking asses. White people will now officially laugh at your ass. And they have a right to. Because they ain't with that Kunta Kinte story either. So now, they're going to laugh at you now when you're in YouTube. You look like fucking assholes. So now, I embrace white people laughing at you now. Especially when you tell white people who made the 23andMe's and all these DNA tests that you're from Africa and you found a fucking bone from 80,000 years ago. And that puts me over an African landmass. Now, the white people who made those products officially have the right to laugh at your fucking ass. Because I'm going to laugh with them. You can't get no fucking stupider than that. The Pope done gave his message. And that's who they listen to. Because it's the Catholic. It's the religious. So now we can all embrace with white people and laugh at all these Negroes wearing these funky ass African dashikis. And 99% of them ain't even fucking been to Africa. But yet they're rocking the orange, black, purple, whatever fucking color shirt that is. Yo, y'all better trash that shit and put on some motherfucking feathers. I'm sorry, I'm my father's child. Where are we at? So white people, please laugh. You have a right to laugh now. Where are we now in our document? Oh yeah, the funny story. The shit goes on. They're dried out. They're like completely burnt out with fucking stories, y'all. Now, I'm just going to skim through these. I'm not going through all these. It's not worth it anymore. But let's just make this big. Where am I at? I'm at the 300. Okay, let's make this bigger. And let's just get there. This is the funny shit. Now, the ship embarked with about 350 Yo, listen to this shit. Now it's 350 Africans on board. But hunger and disease took a swift toll. En route, about 150 captives died. Look, 150 of them died. Then, when San Juan Bautista approached what is now Veracruz, Mexico, in the summer of 1619, it encountered two ships, the White Lion and other English privateer, the Treasurer. The crew stormed the vulnerable slave ship and seized 50 to 60 of them remaining Africans. You know what? I'm fucking done. If we don't take over our history, y'all, look, I can't do it no more. I can't. They're going to keep writing this bullshit. That's why I got my newspaper, man. I'm not going for this shit. And start publishing this shit and passing our newspaper out because this is some bullshit. We were seized here in the 1400s. Not no 1800s, yo. The Pope, he gave you the information. Their highest person gave to me, by the Pope, responding to such and denouncing, that puts comfort in my heart. But because I worked so long with Europeans, I know how they operate. And he put it out there. That's how they operate. They're not going to come and tell you, oh, I'm going to make a decree. That's not how white men work. That's not how white Europeans work, period. Whatever they're going to do, they're going to do it. That's it. They ain't telling you shit. They're just going to do it. So he did it. He put it out. He doesn't have to inform you in advance any decrees that he's going to make to his people. And the long show, they know what that means. That means fix the fucking education system. Fix all that bullshit. Because the stories that y'all got written about this bullshit, it did not happen like that. It's some bullshit. Thank you, Indians, for making me more aware of your sufferings. Who knows? He probably knew it the whole time, but I don't give a fuck. The point is, he came clean. So, what do we do next? What I've been telling you since last year. I put together a declaration. Chief Holiday put together a declaration. But I can only give you mine. I am... Chief has his group, and I don't mind working with them. If you could pick which one you want to use. Chief Holiday's declaration is great. You need to get this out to your senators and education department. Facts, Ginger. So, I don't do this on YouTube. Tomorrow, if you're already, let me take you to put my website in. Let me get it up so you can get your names on the list, the distribution list. Get your names on there. I'm pulling it up now. Oh. Accept the cookies. You go over to. I thought I had the oh, it should be open. All right. Let me hang on. I'm gonna put this in the chat room. Copy. If your name is already on any of my distribution lists, you don't have to put it on. But if you want to, just to be comfortable, you can. Here's the link to my website. All right. It's in there. I'll pin it to the top. Oh, I have to go and open up YouTube. Smash the like button, y'all. Thanks, moderators, for helping me out in here. All right. Let me pin this to the top. Pin message. There you go. So let me do a share screen to my website so I could show you. When you get to the website, you want to click on the tab that says genealogy. All right. And you write your first, last name, telephone number, and email address. And in here, in the message part, say, I would like to be on the distribution list. Okay. And that way, you will already receive the link. So you go to our site, hit the genealogy page, fill out this form, okay? And note in the message, I want to be on distribution list. If you want your genealogy done, you can do that too. All right? So that being said, let me get back to where you guys are. That being said, you will, if you're on that list, if you get your name on that list, I will send you the link to come. You will get an email link sometime tomorrow to come into the Zoom so we can give you the form that you need to fill out and get to the appropriate people to declare, to make your declaration. Like I said, hopefully someone from Chief's team will join me and they have theirs declaration, because Chief has a declaration and you can very much so use that declaration too. But I'm going to, like I said, get your name on the distribution list and you will get the link automatically to come into the Zoom tomorrow night. It's going to be tomorrow night at, what's today? I'm going to make it for 7 o'clock because I got to get rest. All right. Tomorrow at 7. Hopefully the folks on the West Coast, because they're 3 hours behind, can join in. And you will, before you leave, you will get the declaration. And there's another form that I want you to fill out that's very important. I won't say it on YouTube. Okay? So again, go to the website, add your name and email address, and you will get the link to come into Zoom tomorrow. I don't do shit, like I said, on YouTube. I'll put the link to the article in the chat room, Miss Brown. Hang on, sweetheart. I just had it up. Ooh. Ah. Oh, I got the wrong thing open. God damn. Sorry, I'm pulling it up now. It's all in there. It's all out on YouTube. Okay, you could pull it up here. I got the email copy, and here's the link for the Pope article. Hopefully it could fit in there. There it is. There's the link right there, sweetheart. If you want to read the Pope's denouncing, the article is there. So yeah, you will get the link tomorrow, either in the morning. You might even get it late tonight. Depends on how I feel. I'm tired. I've been up working since 4 o'clock, and I'm a little tired. So if you don't get the link tonight, you will get it tomorrow morning, sometime early, late morning, way before the Zoom starts. But it's going to be tomorrow at 7 Eastern time. Okay, so that puts it at 4 o'clock on the West Coast, 6 o'clock on Central Time, Midwest. All right, you will get the link, and I'm also gonna go live just before we go in Zoom. so you can get the link from our live segment. And then we're going to close off the live segment and get it in Zoom. Okay. I'm going to open up my panel. I really would like to hear your feedback on the doctrine of discovery and how you see things in that manner. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and I'm gonna take a ladies' room break. And if I'm not here to let you on, I'll be right back. Just give me a minute and I'll let you up. Just give you a little music and I'll be right back.
Just face it. No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do. My place like you do. Baby, don't stop. Got the key to the lock. We in our own zone. Make yourself at home. Get to know mine on the inside. Can meet at yours next time. And you feel it fresh and lose control. You don't wanna go slow. For sure. We both already know your place is my place. Now my place is your place. Let's face it. Baby, you know all the places. Places. My place is your place. Your place is my place. Just face it. No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do. My place like you do. Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep
Hey.
on each other. Heavy teasing.
Hey, you gotta turn your mute your mic, girl. Hey, what you got? What you got, Bunny? Unmute your mic if you're talking. All right, go ahead. What are you gonna say, Bunny?
I'm sorry.
Were you at work?
Nah, I'm at home. I was listening to your segment, and I just want to say I am so overwhelmed by this truth getting out about our people, and we have known this since we were children, and now it's all out now. You got your main man, the Pope, saying and denouncing it. This is a known fact for our people to wake up and let them know this is the real teaching that we need. These are the facts. It is documented, and they need to recognize and realize who they are. Stop going to all these other places and giving your money when you can know by document. All you got to do is act and get these documents from you, Chief Morning Thunder, Sister Betsy, because this is real knowledge and wisdom that we need for our people to wake up. This is it. It's here already.
That's a fact, but we can't. Again, we can't force people to take action with their own individual actions. Some people just like to hear negative rhetoric. It's just something that's been birthed in our community, and some of us don't want to move forward or don't want to take the steps. We can't put a gun to people's heads and say, hey, do this. We can now, at this point, after the highest person in the world, as viewed by the Europeans, have spoken and denounced the bullshit of their people, we now at this point got to move on.
Absolutely.
And just let people stay where they are. I can't. It's draining. It's burnout. And if they don't want to cooperate, it's nothing we could do. People are an adult and they could do what the hell they want. They don't have to listen to us. But at this point, I'm only interested in folks that are interested in fixing their shit. If they want to stay and remain to be descendants, a lie of descendants of Africans, and can't understand that the Pope just let you know the seizure of the fucking lands when it took place and shit. I can't move in their favor. You gotta let them go. You gotta let them go and just help who's interested in being helped at this point. And that's where I land my plane. Hey, Aaliyah RN, how you doing? Long time no see.
I was trying to unmute my mic. Hey, babes. Oh my God. I wanted to say first, I wanted to give you some flowers, Sister Bethany. I love you so much.
Oh,
and keep being raw, keep being truthful, because this is really like, okay, because I'm part of the Holland Land Company, Seneca Indians on my grandfather's side, and
yeah, to New York,
amazing.
right?
Out of New York, yes, yeah. Buffalo, the owners of Buffalo Central Park, connecting to Harlem. Yes, that was our land. And we always knew that. And my family members were murdered and stuff, trying to get this information out. People don't understand, like, when you in teaching, like how you're so bold and everything, we couldn't be like that. You understand?
Right,
we had the Boule and all of the Coons and the Sambos and the Pan-Booboos out to kill us for sharing this information. It was like they were banging on us like Crips and Bloods. They were banging on the Negro Indians like Crips and Bloods. I lost 2 grandmothers, great grandmothers, who was trying to get this information out. So we kept quiet for a long, long time. And I wanted to break down the Doctrine of Discovery, because that's what they had used against us in the 1800s to steal our land.
Facts.
And that was and we have court documents and everything. And that was the First Reich. People got to understand, it's the Roman Catholic. And that was the First Reich from 1491 to 1776. And then we went into the Second Reich, banging on Negro Indians, which was the eugenics movement. Yes, in the 1800s. Exactly, Beth. I know you know. I watch you. I love you. I am a Tariq Nasheedian.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right, ain't because I told you, everybody, we was 50 different countries. People don't understand that too. We was 50 different countries, thousands of tribes. What was going on in the South didn't have nothing to do with what was going on in the North, because it was different. It was different. It was like 50 African countries. We were 50 American coppered colored countries. Correct. When we look in the mirror, we not black. I know I'm not a black, but that's the label they use to steal everything from Negro Indians. So I subscribe to that. I know I'm not black. I'm lighter than most people on the panel. So moving right along, that we went into the Second Reich, which was eugenics under the Rockefeller movement and under what we would call the Illuminati, which was the Russell Trust, the Rothschilds, and that was the 1800s going into the 1900s. Then we went into the Third Reich. The Third Reich, I could say, was a psyop, because they was banging on their own white people in Nazi Germany to flee. But they all invaded America, and them Nazi Germanys from the Third Reich came and did the same thing to us. They flooded Chicago, was murdering. That's where Emmett Till and all of them come from. That's what if you research the Third Reich, how they transferred so many Germans. It's 45 million Germans in America. That's the largest population. People don't even know that, because they pretend to be JEWITCH. Jewish. Right. So that's the largest population that is invading us and trying to erase us. They pretend to
they're
be.
not good. Well, they got stopped in their traps by the Pope, and that's just a fact. It's a wrap. They can't do it anymore.
But they pretend to be. Go ahead. I know.
Yeah, we'll just leave the J thing alone, and because not all of the J people are bad people, and I put that out there. I got a lot.
It's not, but the leaders of them that control their mind, because what we're under is MK Ultra.
Yeah, we know.
What we under is mind control, but we got to really pay attention to it because all of their Third Reich programs that transferred into the Fourth Reich, I keep telling y'all, they're all broken down. If you go to HHS, Health and Human Services, all of the Third Reich programs from Hitler's Germany is now public health programs for us. So all of this is disguised as public health. You know, I'm a registered nurse.
Right.
All of this is disguised in public health.
Be careful what we say.
No.
That we talk about in Zoom. We don't do that on this channel.
No. I don't never have to even mention them. I'm mentioning Health and Human Services and going from the First Reich to the Second Reich to the Third Reich. And now we're in the public health Holocaust, which is disguised as Health and Human Services. And the public health Holocaust, they brought us mass incarceration. They brought us the school to prison pipeline, all of these things to genocide us, exterminate us, terrorize us, push out our fathers, kill our boys, abortion. These are all public health programs.
Right.
So you have,
if you remember, the chief of the Mohegans and Foxhood told the same story. So what you're saying is just lateral to what they said.
The Bureau of Indian Affairs is on that public health.
Yeah. The what they did to the fucking Pequots is crazy, which really should wake our people up. They wrote a treaty because the Pequots wasn't no fucking joke.
Right.
And there was no joke. And they were
most of us wasn't.
And right. But I'm just speaking about in the North. And they put a treaty together and said they don't even exist. They can't practice their culture. They couldn't do none of that shit. And took them to the British islands like Bermuda and places like that. And
Brazil.
He grew up in Montville. That happened to his ancestors, and that is recorded. It's accurate. And what did they do? They didn't get on YouTube and yell and start fighting their brothers. And YouTube said, "I'll pull up on you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga." They didn't do that. They went and they professionally opened up a fucking casino. That's the biggest fucking casino in the world. So if those brown people can do that, we need to put our senses together. And those that don't want to roll with us, let them fucking go.
Well, when I finished this Black Survival Bible, breaking down the First Reich, Second Reich, Third Reich, and Fourth Reich, I would like your help to establish, because I know I can reestablish my nation and the 6 million acres that they just stole from my grandfather, not talking about uncles and cousins and everything else. Because I'm down for it, because they killing us anyway. Disguised as health. Here.
Aaliyah, in my email. You already got my email.
Yes, baby love. Thank you.
Email me.
All right. I'm out. Thank you guys so much, and stay amazing and beautiful, Bessie. And you look really pretty today.
Oh, thank you. You look pretty every day.
No, I'm saying no, girl. I'm just saying you have some braises and because you usually just come on, but you put the little lipstick on. Bethany looking like a model.
I can show you some funny stuff.
It looks fun.
I had to remind my daughter because she did it the first time. I just did this. And I had to remind her. Look,
it looks gorgeous.
You gotta know who the queen of braiding is in the family. But I just did that to tease her. But girl, I ain't even finished. Look at the back. Still got the back.
How about just keep it to the front? You're a true Negro Indian. Be like, we always can't take a compliment. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. We so humble. We so humble. You understand? We so humble, and it shows. And they say that we cannot take a compliment. I would have did the same exact shit, girl. Like, look, the middle ain't even finished.
I ain't even finished. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow.
Well, it looks beautiful, and keep it up.
I ain't got to turn around, but I'm gonna finish the rest.
It looks gorgeous. I love it.
I'm doing braids. I did hair for years. Ask my sister. I used to grow up with my oldest sister here.
Yeah,
So that's the
man.
talent that came with us.
Yep, it was our skill. And I don't know
Natural.
why y'all keep throwing this shit on Africans. We do this shit. We do this
Yes.
shit.
Right.
And I break that down because in the first, from the 1900s, like the 1890s to the 1940s, we were never ever referred to as African. That's a whole MK Ultra hoax, mind control hoax. You understand? We
Yeah.
was never referred to. We was referred to as Australoids, Negroids, and truthfully, they said that,
We're the
NASA
Aboriginals.
was created, North America and South America. NASA was created because outer space program, because they said we came from outer space from 1890. They didn't know where we came from. They said we
Well,
came from the
when you
dirt,
get
black.
when you're getting your ass beat by a bunch of Pookie and Ray Rays, yeah, you would have to say we came from outer space because we
No,
was coming.
because they don't know where our DNA
we
comes
was
from.
we,
Our
we, we,
DNA is different
we were listen. We
than
was
the
coming from areas on our landmass they didn't know about and was whooping ass. So you're gonna have to say, yep, they came
and
from outer space. I don't know where he came from. Next thing
right.
I knew, some Negro just knocked me upside my damn head. So yeah, we probably did came out of space.
Right. But
But
they even one thing, they
the
even
other.
compared our DNA to African DNA, and they're like, we don't know where these people DNA come from. So then they said we come from God, and because they're demons, they're opposed to us. The duality, black and white, that's all it is. I love you. Bye.
Thanks. I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, who was next? I don't even know who was next. I think Big Dog was, and then Montana, and then what's up, Big Dog?
All love, Sister Betty. Much love and respect to you and the family. Much love and respect to everybody on the panel and the chat. I just love the work you're
Thank
doing.
you.
I've been
Thank you,
saying the same
dog.
thing since I came in YouTube, and it just confirms what I have already known. And I'm a pastor, Mike. Much love and respect to everybody.
Same to you, Chief. Big Dog, Big Dog. Okay, I think Choctaw was next. What's up, Choctaw? So we could get the hell on up out of here.
How everybody doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good too. What you think about the Doctrine of Discovery?
Peace.
They
All
got
right,
their main boy up there.
so I just wanted to know what does it mean with them denouncing it? So
What does it
where do we
mean?
go
I
from there?
bet, bruh. Did you see the segment?
Yeah, I watched the segment. That's why I was asking in the chat, like, where are we going with this? What does it mean? You know what
What
I'm
do you
saying?
mean?
Like,
Where are we going? I just broke the whole thing down.
I it was going in and out when you were
Okay.
speaking.
All
And
right.
I'm at work.
We were enslaved. We were not enslaved in the 1800s. We were not brought
Correct.
over here on slave ships. They
Correct.
seized our lands.
Correct.
That's what it's all about. You gotta have to rewatch the segment because I don't want to retell it. If you
No,
listen
no,
to
no,
the
no.
segment, I broke it
No,
down.
you
I
don't gotta.
can't. I was just
No.
letting people know that our lands were seized and
Correct.
in the 1400s. They enslaved us then. Our
Yes, sir.
enslavement wasn't not during the Indian Removal Act. It was literally we were enslaved back then.
And I was just going to say they used the doctrine of discovery to do it. And that's what
Right.
Sister Betty proved.
What they used it in the 1800s when they started the Reconstruction Act, the Indian Removal Act, and then after that we went into the Civil War because our ancestors said, "Fuck it, I'm not going out without a bang with my land." So
True.
the story goes further back to the 1400s when the Indians were enslaved us, and we became freedmen as a result of that. We've always been. They always took our shit over. They invaded. There was a seizure, and the Dawes Roads, everything. Those are our. That's why I keep trying to tell people that those are our people on them fucking roads. You only got half bloods and 1/14th and a lot of full bloods. That was us. They seized our shit, and no
Right.
one,
Yeah.
with the help of our people. So I'll probably come back another day and do some more, breakdown. I might even bring one of my colleagues. Yep, and they're European too. And here we break this shit down real hard.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, but
Well,
that the main point I just wanted to get out was for us to understand that our shit was seized a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
A long time ago. At the same, or it was around the same time. It was the same time as the Pequots. They had a
Right.
plan for our shit. That's why Canada went and actually were the ones who really went to the Pope to tell him the story and the shit. And he came out and denounced that shit. Because
Right.
it could be true that you're getting a one-sided story.
Right. Right. And the thing is, I just wanted to add in there, when they talk about races or whatever. But if anyone watched Dragon Ball Z, if anyone ever watched like some type of anime, like a Dragon Ball Z, see the reason why they did what they did, 'cause like Sister Betty said, the dudes that grew up in the streets or whatever, we was the ones out there beating on them so bad, and they like, yo, these dudes is not normal. So we're the same race, so that's why we so strong, and we could fight real good, and we like pretty much specialize in a lot of things, and we're real good at it is because we're that race. We're that same race that turns up on anything that moves because like I asked a lot of Pan Africans, what war happened for all this to occur? Because we don't go for that crap now. What makes y'all think we went for it then? You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I don't really got much. I really appreciate you, Sister Betsy. It's been a humble experience.
Oh, sweetheart.
On the panel.
I appreciate you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you too, Pumpkin. I be seeing you in Dane's chat room. And I also wanted to remind Nurse RN, I be in Tariq chat too. I be up there with some of his crazy butt laughing. Tariq is funny as hell. He funny as hell. I do. I be listening to him. I be listening to Young Pharaoh, all of them. I do. There was something else I was gonna say. I forgot. But I forgot what I was gonna say. But go ahead, Theodore.
Oh, Chief, I ain't had a whole lot to say. Just want to give you your flowers now, and thank you for everything you have done and continue to do for myself and my family. Much respect, much gratitude. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep teaching us.
I can't do it by myself. I need y'all to.
No,
we got to do it together. We got to do it together.
That's true, and I'm trying to hold up my end. In my community, I know last time you and I talked about that is boots on the ground. Talking to your neighbors and find out where they're head at, and talking about the information that you talk about on your channel all the time, and others also. So I just want to give you flowers now in that regard, and thank you so much. Like I said, for everything you have done for my family and myself as an individual also.
Oh, sweetheart, you're welcome, y'all. You're welcome. That's what we're all here to do. Help our people. All of us through these YouTube channels. Holidays channel, Dane's channel, Ab Power, Ab TV, A1, all of the sharpshooters in the community, Empress Holbert. All of us are here to educate our people, and they've been fighting years before I came along. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Sometimes some of us don't have the necessary time to get our boots on the ground, but when you in YouTube, you're getting the word out. It's true. Everybody can't hit the streets. And we also got to be very careful because people really threaten our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And Ab, you seen him the other day. I was very shocked. Ab Power said these guys robbed him and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he didn't expect that shit. And then gonna have a nerve to go on Twitter and have his chains on showing how they rob. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. It's crazy. So sometimes some of us can't go out there because some of the information that we put out is just like alarming and people are threatened by it. But my attitude and my approach to this is not to start a fucking war with the US like what's going on around the world. No, that's not my approach. I'm minding my own business in my own community and teaching our history. I'm not going out setting up no fucking war against the United States. No, it's about teaching our history to our people. But people get these fucked up ideas in their head like, she's a terrorist. Let's put her on the watch list. Let's test her. You can test me all the fuck you want, but I'll be damned if my brown ass is gonna be sitting in a government office working and planning a threat. Y'all so fucking stupid. Man, I'm waiting for my fucking pension like any other normal, hardworking being. I ain't got time for that bullshit. I'm too old for that shit.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm going to see everybody tomorrow. I'm getting out of here. I'm not going past 2 hours. I got a lot of stuff to do. And I look forward to tonight in Zoom. This is really easy. It's not hard. And when you learn, teach your neighbor. All our family members are not going to put their Bibles down and believe this shit. But you got to let them go. You do.
Yes.
You got to let them go.
Yep.
You got to
Let
leave
them
them where
go.
they are and just move on. You might influence 10 people in your neighborhood compared to one ignorant person in your family. You might gain 100 people in your community for every one person in your family that rejects what you're saying. But perhaps all those Bible thumpers in the churches, now they heard the word from the Pope. Maybe they'll be like, well, damn, oh shit. All right, we ain't from Africa, y'all. Sorry. Who knows? But
right.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I gotta do. But right now,
you said you're going on Zoom tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going to be in Zoom, and I told everybody to I showed them where my website is, but I'm also gonna come live before I go in Zoom to give them the link to get in there, and then I'm gonna shut down YouTube and be in Zoom to show them the document that I promised them that I would have ready for them.
Okay.
For them each, it's specific to the individual. Hopefully we could get somebody from Chief's team to come in. If not, they probably will do their own thing. But I don't force people that have shit already laid out on how they're going to do things. I don't force them. I don't do that.
Right.
I mind my business and I respect, the plan and things that they have set up and how they want to service the community. Chief's my boy.
You've been enough, Chief.
Yeah, Chief's my boy. And I'm gonna respect him. He either come or he don't, and that's quite all right. That's still my nigga if he don't get no bigger. And I'm gonna leave out of here saying I love y'all and I hope to see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the cash apps. I appreciate it. Feels good to get a cash app and to send them. I can tell you that. Hey, King Third Eye, New Growth out of Trenches. Choctaw, Montana was already up here. Nora Party, Nurse Aaliyah was already up here. Who else? Con Wolf. Who else we got up here? I am Sheba Lolo Indigenous. Salute to you. Renee Eliz. Boy, I tell you, that Eliz is one name that be on everybody's damn tree. Eliza.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Con
His
Wolf,
own man
OG
too.
Green Machine, the Mississippian Copper, Aborigines. There you go. I don't see, but I'll be behind that screen. I can't see everybody. Original Skywalker. Who else do we have? Tony.
All right, Chief, you enjoy the rest of your day, honey.
Yeah, I'm about to get on out of here, y'all. I love y'all, and I'm about to be up out of this piece. I'm so out of here, man. I'm out for real. For real.
From the city, it's been so long since we've been gone. I wanna feel that summer feel, but I don't wanna go if you ain't with me. Let's make a home, be all alone. So tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most. most. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. You know where we're going tonight, going tonight. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. I don't even care about the price, care about the price, yeah. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you. Let's see the sun and have some fun. I'm so tired of living life in gray, babe. And you deserve to see the world far from the others. So tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. You know where we're going tonight, going tonight. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. I don't even care about the price, care about the price, yeah. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you. Come and take a seat next to me, babe. Let this pretty view take your breath away. Baby, we deserve a break from our old ways. Anywhere's home when you're with me. Come and take a seat next to me, babe. Let this pretty view take your breath away. Baby, we deserve a break from our old ways.